I know that I actually need more. The money that I need, I'm lying to you what it's going to be used for. Then I increase the amount afterwards. Is that a scam to you? Good, because wherever there is a scam, wherever there's a scandal, I will be here trying to expose you.
I'll explain something to you.
Why is he not answering the question?
I've discussed with him 5 times. On each occasion, he just leaves. All he does is that his ministry is comprised of trying to get people to define terms just in order to clip people. Ladies and gentlemen, within a debate in the speaker's corner, you're either debating the person or the idea. The reason being is that people love to follow the person. Because you're following a person, you're following their idea. So for example, a lot of the reasons why people come to Islam or Christianity is for a particular person within the park. That's of course through Christ, but nevertheless, the reason why they're convinced that their religion is true is because of a particular person. Now, we have 2 superstars of Islam, both Hashim and Hamza's Den. Fortunately, both of these gentlemen are at the park today. Hamza's Den asked for $50,000 on a GoFundMe page, even though he had first-class business flights across the entire world into Saudi Arabia, which of course demonstrates that either he's not in debt or he irresponsibly spends the money that his benefactors are giving him. So, we're going to confront him on this and see ultimately why he's asking for money of his fans off a baseless assertion. So let's go.
Shall we?
Are you ready?
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Give it time. Go on, this is assault-free. Hamza's a big boy anyway, so. Hello, Hamza.
I mean, if I was a guy in a cave and an angel came to me, I'd be shot myself.
Which is the deep talk about.
So the point here is this. So Christians used to make this claim.
Excuse me.
Satan's the author of the Quran. That an angel became a demon to fool him and trick him, to convince him that he's a messenger of God. And that the Quran is from Satan.
Yeah.
But you don't make that claim.
I think it's a
I'm making
possibility.
a claim.
But then there's other things that make me think maybe he was making it up, like because there's a lot of convenient revelations about.
All right,
oh,
all right.
by the way, I get an extra life.
No, I have to press you a little.
Okay, so.
If he was deceived,
Yeah.
if he was deceived,
Okay.
would he be lying?
If he was deceived, but that's assuming there was only ever one source of his inspiration, right? Because he could potentially have a legit experience,
This is
and then
pure
later down the
sophistry.
line, when he
We'll
believes
talk-
he's a
let's
prophet,
talk about the
then
claim in the
start to
cave.
make the stuff up about.
Yeah. We'll talk about the cave. We'll talk about what happened in the cave.
Yeah.
So-
if he's deceived,
Yeah.
he wouldn't be lying. No.
He
Could he
would,
be lying?
because it's still a lie. It's just
couldn't be
he just didn't know it was a lie.
Yeah.
So it was a lie.
No, a lie is knowing
No, that's
what
not
you're
true.
saying
You
isn't
can
true.
believe.
Wait,
a
do you
lie.
mean it's true then? Because either something's a lie or it's true. So although he was ignorant about the fact, he was still giving a lie. So don't confuse people with
Don't worry
sophistry.
about this kid, though.
Well, no, okay. So
Don't
for
worry
example,
about this clown.
if I believe that 2 + 2 equals
No,
5, that's still a lie.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But I just think I believe it to be true. So
Exactly.
he's still
So you
lying to
believe a
people.
lie, right?
Yeah, you believe a lie.
Yeah, that
you're
makes
still
sense.
giving that lie.
Oh, okay.
So you see the
What's
difference
a
there,
lie?
Hamza? Something that is false.
That sounds right to me.
No, a lie is knowing what you're saying isn't true.
No, it doesn't matter about intention, Hamza. And if you want to play on word
If
games,
you're spreading a lie, listen to me.
okay, then ask
If
him.
you're
Why
spread-
don't you
one second,
make
one
the
second.
point? Because
Oh,
you were
okay.
trying to get to a point,
okay.
so let me
Because
hear
he
your
just does
point.
wordplay because he doesn't know
what's the
anything about his
difference?
religion.
I want to know the point though. Like, let's forget the.
No.
It's because he
No,
equivocates on the
we
definition
have
of
to
words
establish
within his
position.
argumentation.
Right.
That's all he does.
Okay. What's the difference between deception and a lie?
So all he does.
No, I
it's
want
his
you
entire
to.
ministry.
No. I want you to. Just why don't you just
No.
tell us all the point
No.
you're trying
Do
to
you
make?
agree with him?
And we forget the games, and you just
Do
make
you
the point.
believe a lie is something you
Why
have?
won't he answer the question?
So is 2 + 2 equals 5 a lie?
Because I think he's familiar with you, obviously. So I'm just
I'm
wondering
very
why you
familiar.
won't-
I've never discussed
Because
with
if someone said, "Oh,
Yes,
mate,
you have. You've discussed with me 5 times.
I'm just
5 times. You're a liar for a laugh.
I'm interested to know why. I want to know your point of view,
Matthew,
right?
Matthew.
So why won't you just tell me
Matthew,
the argument
Hamza.
rather than trying to
Disagree
dance
with
through
me.
these hoops?
Hamza,
Do you disagree? I'll explain something to you.
Why is
Basic
he?
logic.
Why is
Basic
he not
logic.
answering the
I've
question?
discussed with him 5 times. On each occasion, he just leaves. All he does is that his ministry is comprised of trying to get people to define terms just in order to clip
I've
people.
noticed that.
Why are you so desperate to chat to it?
Because it's incredibly unfortunate that people follow this man, and also the fact that he scams his audience.
So flimsy. Why
Hamza,
Matthew, been a pleasure.
Hamza, now we can get to the root of the problem. Why do you scam your audience on a GoFundMe? So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to exclaim the sham of Hamza's den. He asked for 50 grand in donations as supposedly to get out of debt. And the expenditures of that money is to take first-class business flights to Saudi Arabia. So Hamza's den, I've got a question. Why do you scam people? Wait, would you want him to scam the Ummah? He's scam. You're happy with a scam? Okay, you're happy to scam people. That's fantastic. So Hamza, Hamza, so you can either do a few things. We can continue our discussion online about the continuity of Muhammad, or we can discuss on the fact that you scammed your base out of $50,000. Which one do you want?
This is why we did.
Pick the two. Or you can critique me on Christianity and Paul if you wish, but that is on the by condition that you of course discuss why you're scamming people.
Sorry, guys.
I told you plug would be around.
Yeah, of course, because wherever there is a scam, wherever there's a scandal, I will be here trying to expose you. So Hamza, you come back to Speaker's Corner, I guarantee you, whatever person you're trying to convince that Islam is true and Christianity is false, I will be there to make sure you don't give dawah unless you respond to the scandal. Because again, at Speaker's Corner, you're either debating the person or the idea. Right now, the personalities at Speaker's Corner are charlatans and they don't deserve a platform at Speaker's Corner because they exploit their fan base to receive money. That is with you, that is with Hamza, that is with Hashim. Wait, do you agree? I'm not. Do you agree with scamming people?
No, I don't want to chat to you.
Okay, but you're accusing me of things.
Bro, you was talking to him about personal stuff, right? That's to him, bro.
No, that's not
Nah,
personal.
I'm happy to
He
give him my
published that
money.
onto his
I'm
entire fan
follower.
base.
I follow him.
Okay. If he lied to you, because he was talking about lies,
Yes.
right? If he lied to you about why he was using that money,
No,
would
he
you?
wasn't lying.
He was. So
No.
he said that he needed
Confirm
this
it.
money.
Show me your proof.
Yes.
Go
Can
ahead.
you show me the
your
video
proof.
of him
Come
being
on.
in Saudi Arabia on a
Show me your
first class
proof.
business
Go
flight?
ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, taking a flight got nothing to do
hold on a
with
second.
scamming people.
Hold
I
on.
want you to show
Hold
me
on
a
a second,
proof
homie.
of him is
Quick
scamming
question.
you.
Quick question. Is it okay for a popular da'i to basically claim that they want to borrow $25,000 to pay off some personal debts?
Yeah.
And suddenly, when they reach the target,
Yes.
they increase it to $50,000
No
to pay off
problem.
personal
And
debts.
then they said, and I quote, that
What's
is the
the
money
problem
that
with
I
that?
believe I need, but it might actually be higher.
What's the problem with
Well,
that?
he said that I needed 50,000. Then he said, "Oh wait, I actually need more, and I might increase it. So don't question it." So if I ask
what's the
you,
problem
if
with
I
that?
ask you for £20,
I don't see any problem
for
with
example,
that.
for
I don't see a
example,
problem of a Christian.
making love.
I don't see a
yeah, no money.
That's what I'm just saying. I don't see a problem with that, bro.
You guys.
And we're not greedy.
You guys are.
We're not greedy.
For you,
You guys are dogs.
I don't see a problem with that.
Dogs chasing lions.
Yeah, but I didn't lie about
How
people.
how about your 3,000? How about that?
Yeah, I didn't lie about
Well,
why I
you
needed
spend
it.
it also in Dubai.
No,
Come to Habibi. That's what you
no,
did.
I didn't ask for 50,000.
Bro, that's
And
a
it was,
personal stuff.
well, no,
and
it's
all
full-
his followers, they cool
It was
with
for
They
legal
happy.
advice.
I'm one
No,
of
they
his
weren't.
subscribers,
They weren't.
and I
Uncle
donated,
Umar
and I'm
had a
happy
problem
with
with
my money to
it.
go
Most
to-
Muslims had a problem
I'm
with
happy
it.
with my money to
Uncle
go to
Umar,
him.
hold on.
So why you so
Most Muslim
obsessed with
da'is
it?
had a problem with it.
Why are you so obsessed?
Most
with
Muslim
it? If
da'is
you
had a
wanna talk
problem
about
with it.
Christianity, talk about Christianity.
I will,
Don't try and
but
chat.
if Muslims are speaking with Christianity and they're also charlatans, I'll speak to them about that as well.
Hamza never spoke about some Christian guy. taking
Yes, he
money
has.
from people.
He said to me,
Show
and I
a
quote,
proof.
yes, on
me.
videos, he said, I'm
This is my second question.
Yes,
Show me a proof.
I'll show you. So he said to me, and I quote, "You are autistic."
Show me a video. We'll see.
Christians are just for drama.
this guy here is hoping that if he defends
These guys,
Hamza,
these guys.
You're the one who's shouting, big boy.
Just bring.
Unfortunately, Hamza won't give him any money.
Go on. So we're going to show him the video of me saying that autistic people are mental
There's no
illnesses.
love like Christian hate. There's no love like Christian hate. Who said that?
There's no shouting.
You man, preach.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yes,
just saying.
and I gave an honest description of why I needed
What a
it.
hypocrite. He took 3,000 from
Yes.
his followers.
I
and
didn't
now you
ask
wanna
for
come and chat
50,000
about
pounds and I didn't lie about
Top
it.
50,000.
So you can
Where did
speak
you
to
spend
me.
the 3,000?
Yes.
Where did you spend
So
it?
I did.
Where?
I spent it on legal
what?
advice for being
Okay,
off
well,
the bench.
Hamza did the same thing.
No, he didn't.
Okay, show me a proof.
Well, the proof being is this. So
For
firstly,
him, taking
I'll
a flight,
explain.
uh,
I'll explain. I'll explain.
or
If
taking
you don't
a
interrupt me,
private jet too.
if you don't interrupt me,
Go ahead.
I'll explain. Great.
Go ahead.
So, I want you to agree with this premise before we begin. That if, for example, you say that you need $25,000, but in
Maybe
fact,
for my
wait,
wife,
one
she's
sec.
pregnant,
Don't interrupt me. If you want to have a discussion with one another, I won't
I
interrupt
don't have
you.
a discussion.
Okay, then why are you asking me a question?
No, what I was saying, I was saying.
No, you're speaking
don't get
to me.
involved,
Okay,
Don't get involved.
don't
with
say
personal
things to me
stuff
if you don't want to have a
because
discussion
You know
with
what?
me.
You destroying Christianity.
Buddy, if you don't want to have a discussion with me,
Christianity
if you don't want to have a
talking
discussion
about
with me,
my personal things,
buddy,
not about Islam or not
if
about
you don't want to have a
Christianity, bro.
discussion with me,
If you have
I
a
would
problem
recommend
with
you
me
don't
or
interrupt
with him
me.
personally, go to him, but don't try to come.
Okay, I
as a
try
Christian
to.
defender,
Whenever I
and
go
you're
to him
talking about his
online, he
personal
calls me
things.
autistic, he
took
says he
a
won't
private
discuss
jet,
with me.
Or he went to Saudi Arabia, or he had some girls. Bro, this is something to do with him.
Okay,
This is his own
you're gonna allow me to
business,
speak.
It's not your business.
It's not okay. Firstly,
You had a 3,000
he
too. No
he,
one come and
public,
ask
he
you.
publicly he
Okay, go
okay.
ahead.
So firstly, he publicly
So
what?
It's in the WhatsApp.
Sorry.
Yes.
You're not here to defend
So-
Christianity. I'm telling you.
I am here to defend Christianity.
They're here to get in your personal space. They're here to.
So let me get this right. Someone that needs $50,000, right? Someone that needs $50,000 because they're in severe debt, for whatever reason, can afford regular flights to Qatar. Now, don't interrupt me before I explain.
To my own.
Okay, so
This is his
here's
personal stuff.
here's the list of things I have a problem with Hamza's Den.
Okay.
Firstly, he's attentionally ableist. Whenever I've tried to debate him on Muhammad and Paul,
He
one
doesn't
second.
want to debate you.
Well, hold on.
You cannot force
The
someone
reason
to
why he's
debate
done
you.
that, though, is ableist. He said the trope that autistic people can't have discussions, autistic people are mentally ill, therefore he won't have a discussion with me. So anyone who's neurodivergent, and there's a lot of people there at Speaker's Quarter, you notice how you do not have the attention span to have a discussion. Whenever I try to speak, you interrupt
So
me.
that means
This is
Christianity is
the...
about force,
No,
right?
Islam is about
Otherwise-
rudeness.
Okay, well-
Because you're interrupting me. So Islam around rudeness?
Because you're nonsense.
I'm not.
I don't want to hear
You
your
can't even
nonsense,
hear
bro.
what I have to say, so how can you identify it as nonsense?
Okay,
Listen,
go ahead.
give me a minute to explain what's happening.
Go ahead.
Then you can interrupt all you want.
Okay.
So firstly, for whatever reason I showed you the video, Hamza's Den can
You
afford
didn't show me
regular
the video,
flights.
By the way. You just
You
showed
did.
me a picture.
No, that was a video.
No, a picture. Show me
Okay,
again.
again, interruptions.
Show me again and also for the camera.
Interruption. I'll show you to the camera after.
You just showed me a
After-
picture and you
No, I
claiming
didn't.
that you showed me a
You listen to
video.
this. Okay, I'm going to play the video
Which is
again.
it's not.
So, very simply, he asked for 25,000. Then he increased it to 50,000. Then he said he would need more than that.
Okay.
That's my first issue. My second issue is that
Why is it your issue when someone asks for
the intention-
20,000,
the intention-
then all of a sudden you ask for 50,000?
because he said that that's what he needed to get out of debt. Then he increased the amount.
Well, then that's his business.
No, that isn't his business. That's called a scam.
No, he's not.
Lying to your fan base to
No, he
extort
wasn't
more
lying.
money.
He
That is a
wasn't
scam.
lying. He said
If I
20
said to you, for example,
front of us, and also he
I
said
need
50.
$20, then I lie and said, knowing that I need more,
Ask him about
and
the
then I later ask for
3,000
more.
He had from his followers
So the
3,000.
question is, you asked me for $20.
Yes.
I know already that you want more.
No, I know that I actually need more.
Yeah.
The money that I need, I'm lying to you what it's going to be used for. Then I increase the amount afterwards. Is that a scam to you?
Yeah.
Good. So now we've got the
How is he a
consensus
scam?
of the public because
How is he? a
He-
scam? When
he
came
knows in his head-
publicly- He came
he's-
publicly, said he won 20,000.
That's a lie.
Then he came again, he said he won
no,
50. How
but
is
the
he a scam?
reason why he needed the money was a lie.
He's literally
He didn't
spoke
need
to
it to
us
get out of
directly.
debt.
He said, I need this
He
money.
didn't need
How
the
is
money
he
to get
scam?
out of debt. He didn't need the money to get
It's
out of
calm.
debt.
It's like when you
Okay.
when you ask
So
someone, give me one
now
dollar.
this guy's going to schizophrenic.
But-
So if he's going to be a
Well, it was
schizo and keep on
It was
interrupting
for-
me,
That's a scam,
I'm just
but
going to
he didn't-
accuse
he
him
didn't
of
do that. He
believing
said,
in
"I
a
want
religion that makes him
20,000."
rude.
And then he came
So
and said,
if you
"Okay,
interrupt me
well,
again,
it wasn't
I'm going to
enough.
say
I
that
need
Islam teaches you
50,000.
to be rude.
How come is that
Okay,
a scam?
Islam teaches you to be rude. That's fantastic. So we're going to do an explanation over here. And if he has a problem with me, he can interrupt me.
Yours is pretty worse than mine,
So,
apparently. So whatever I have.
ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. So, firstly, I want to call out Hamza's Den of being an ableist because he said on several times the reason why he will refuse to have a discussion with me is because I'm neurodivergent. Now, I'll tell you this for free. Hamza's Den definitely has a form of autism. So do most of the people at Speaker's Corner. So if he doesn't want to discuss with someone based on the fact that they have autism, I don't think he should be able to speak at Speaker's Corner. So firstly, he's an ableist, which is considered a form of hate crime. So if Hashim keeps on trying to use hate speech as a form of a way of getting me out of the park, we might have to make a report against Hamza's Den. That's my first point.
Okay.
My second point is just this.
Yeah.
If you say I need this money for this reason, then I lie about the reason why I need this money, then I keep on increasing the amount of which supposedly I need, still lying about why I need it, then I spend that money on flights regularly to first-class business trips to Dubai and Saudi Arabia and Qatar, I would have problems with my fan base. But it seems like the schizos that finish Hamza's den, for whatever reason, they want to defend the fact that their money is getting extortioned. Well, maybe it is because of the accusation that these people are all secretly paid by Saudi Arabia is true, and they don't care about money. Now look, he used a counterclaim that I asked for a GoFundMe of 3,000 for legal advice and also just support, because right now I have reports by Prevent, and also my parents kicked me out of my house. So there is no difference between generally asking and actually listing the reason why you need that money compared to having an extortionate amount of money, 50,000, then lying about why you need it, then keep on increasing the amount. It is completely different, because GoFundMes aren't wrong. If you have a fan base and they're willing to support you for the listed reason because it's true, that's absolutely fine. That's not my problem. But as soon as you start using these tools to exploit your fan base, that is the problem. Because I will admit, doing this is expensive to time. And there are grifters and there are people that generally need your support. I'm not the one to discern whether your money is going to the right place. But when you publicly scam someone, very obviously, and you refuse to have discussions on your religion, the only way I'm going to have a discussion with you is talking about you personally. So that's all I'm going to do. Look, I know, of course, recently my videos have always been towards attacking Hashim and all these other people because of their scandals, but blame them for that reason for why I'm discussing like in this way, because they have completely destroyed a platform for civil discourse on why Islam is true and Christianity is false. They've completely destroyed that route of discussing this way. So all we've got to do now is defame their character by providing evidence that the scandals that they're a part of are true. Because if I was a Muslim, I would absolutely advise every single Muslim to, instead of going here and supporting your Muslim dahis, the ones on the internet are far more way competent and also way more moral and ethical. So transition. Do a rota, do a reshuffle of the Muslim Dawah cabinet, because of course that would be way better for myself, because then I can engage in genuine discussions. Besides from that, my friends, if you want to send your support, just go on crossthecorner.org. That's a site where you can, of course, read some of my articles, give donations if you want, just to cover my travel expenses and whatnot. Very interestingly, I'm doing more Turning Point UK stands as their youth ambassador. Besides from that, God bless you all and have a great day.
Well done, young boy.